Hello, all you fine people out there in podcast land. It is I, your trusted DM, Brian. Well, I have to say that so far, it's been one hell of a ride, and we still have more fun in store. As always, I want to thank you, our community of Hard Slingers, for tuning in. You guys really are the best. But as always, we need your help in getting the word out there about the show. I know, you're thinking, Brian, don't be such a shill. What can I say? Charisma is not my dumb stat. But no, really, we do need you as a community to help spread the word. And only through that will we be able to climb the empirical ladder. And isn't that what we really, really want? That and a natural 20, of course. As a topper, I've also talked to the others. You know, me, I, and myself. And if you write in and ask a question or anything related to the show, I'll create an NPC with your name. You can even pick the alignment. Of course, I will be the one that picks that character's death scene. But you've got to write in. So head over to rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com or visit our website at rollthehard20podcast.com. You can also submit your entries on our Facebook page. And don't forget to like us while you're there. We can also be found on iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify now. So be sure to subscribe to the show over there. And while you're at it, leave us a 5-star rating and review. Well, no more business, and it's time for the fun. So please enjoy Riders on the Storm, episode 32, No Balls Allowed. Greetings, fellow slingers, and welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast, episode 32 of Riders on the Storm. And with me are the Hard Slingers. Woo!
Yeah, that's something I recognize.
Yeah.
Not Mamba pajamas?
Not Mamba pajamas. No, not this time. Not kitten in pajamas. So when you guys last left off, you guys had finally entered into the Domicile, the Seekers Foundation, and found that it had been taken over by those serpent beasts that had fled off the island, trying to recover a particular artifact. And that was...
Skull Crucible.
Yeah, thank you.
The
Skull Crucible.
That looks like a skull.
It is skull shaped.
Yeah,
I thought that was just a
you got a
pause
little,
for
little
dramatic
too
effect.
literal.
Right? I was just waiting for somebody to say something. It's not the soul train, it's the soul crucible.
I thought you were waiting specifically for her to say something.
Can I get a golden bloom?
Sure, here's one right here for you.
That's mine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
More new one.
I should give you one for rescuing those people, but anyway, so
Oh, you won't?
not yet, man. I want you to wake up. You gotta wait. If I could do this with bronchitis, you could certainly bring it to the table. So, Ruby, you managed to save several former members of the Seekers Foundation that were captured by these serpent beasts. Mm-hmm. It appears that they were going to take them back to the Island of the Damned for some nefarious reason you could only take a wild guess at. As far as everybody else, you guys had managed to assist in the Master-at-Arms in his training room. He was separated from Master Bannen and the Proctor Klebold. They got separated somewhere, and they're somewhere else in the Domicile, possibly. All you know is that there was some large beast. He describes it with horns leading a gang of these serpent beasts to try to accost them, and that's really all you know at this point. So, in the training room, what do you guys want to do?
I'm going to make my way out. I turn around and see Ruby isn't there, so I go back out through the doors we came in from.
Okay, as you look out the hallway, you notice that both hallways, well, the hallway that in front of you that leads directly to the east is completely empty. You don't see her going that way. You don't hear her at all. You hear a few, almost sounds like metal clanking on metal coming from the hallway you originally came from that is from the south.
Okay, I'll go peek around the corner here to look down that hallway to the south.
You see that there is a door open, but you don't see anyone in the hallway.
Okay, I'll make my way down up against the wall and peek my head around, noticing now the door's open. As I walk up, do I hear anything?
You just hear several voices. They seem to be very grateful, giving thanks to someone for assisting them, and you hear what appears to be like chains hitting the ground, just falling down. Ching, 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 you know.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden you see like a group of half-naked men and one donkey. No, just kidding. There's no donkey. Leaving the room and just running back out the way of the entrance.
Batu?
And then you see Ruby step out of the room.
Okay, so I'm just standing.
I want to make sure, too, that I got my blue dagger back.
Yes, you got it back. He was more than happy to give it to you.
Give my hug.
So they go running past me, pretty much?
Yeah, they don't even pay attention to you. You just see them just jam through, across the hallway, back into the main foyer, and right out the
gone.
front. Yeah, they're just gone. They're hauling ass. You see, as they run by, whiffs of smoke from the fires that are finally dying out, just follow them out the front.
Okay, so, Ruby, do you step out? of the
No,
room
I'm
too?
going to look around the room a little bit. So I don't even know that he's there. As they leave, I don't know, any clues, anything around here, like...
You see that there is a desk against the back wall. Mm-hmm. I kind of have to improvise this from the map because this isn't what's on the map. You see a desk that's in the back wall with a chair behind it. You recognize this room as when you all first met Master Bannen, who was the headmaster of the Seekers Foundation, and Klebold. That's where they first made you the offer of helping them,
Okay.
asking you to help them.
I would like to go to the backside of the desk and just pull open any drawers. Is there anything that I find?
Vratislav, you see from your position as you peeking into the room, you see her heading towards the desk, and you remember what was back that way, right?
Pretty sure.
You want to make a history check?
Yeah, let me make a history check to make sure I'm on the right track here. 12.
12. Do you have anything to add to that?
No, I have,
I got nothing to add.
no. I'm lacking in intelligence.
You remember something about a vague conversation you had with Klebold at the time? You don't remember the specifics. It seems like the adrenaline's still pumping through your brain right now, through your whole body, and you're still in that fight or flight mode. You're not, when you're about ready to do something like that, the rational part of your brain just kind of shuts off. You don't have that deductive reasoning. So you just see her heading towards the back by the desk.
Okay, I'll stride into the room and head toward the desk as well.
Do I hear him?
You do. I mean, are you making yourself known, or are you trying to creep in there?
Oh, no, I'm just not quite running, but I'm briskly walking toward the desk.
Okay.
Hey, did you guys take care of the rest of the snake people?
We did, and we saved the fighter.
How is he?
He's hurting from his wounds. I left the other two to tend to him. We turned around and saw you were gone. Just wanted to come and see what you were up to.
Oh, just see what I was up to. Sure. Not about the Soul Crucible or anything.
Maybe.
Well, that's fine. I just want to see what's in these drawers. Do you remember this room?
It's a little beat up, but it does look familiar.
I think this is the room that we were told to start our quest. This is the room where everything started. I just want to
was.
check the desk first before we move on, just to see if there's anything in here that will help us understand what's going on. Maybe something about the Soul Crucible.
As you begin pulling open the drawers on the desk, you see that there's several binders and books and whatnot, but one drawer in particular is locked. It's the lower right drawer.
I would like to use my dagger and try to pick it.
Okay, good. Make it a...
Eldritch Blast. Yeah, what a doubt. What is it going to be? Sleight of hand?
Make a
But
dex.
most would just be a dex save. I think.
Yeah, do a dex.
Okay. Oh, well, that's 17 on the die, so plus 1, 18.
Okay, so you slide this dagger into the key slot and kind of make like a half circle with it, and you feel the locking pin praying inside, and it becomes unlatched.
I open the drawer.
Okay, you open up the drawer. Inside, you see there are 4 sacks that kind of just are laying off to the side. They're velvet sacks.
I would like to pick one of them up and open it.
Okay, as you pick it up, you notice it appears that it's full of multiple objects, and they all have a similar sound to them.
Like money?
Like the balloons.
Like money, yes.
Hey, Rotslav, I think I got your payday here.
Yep, that's. I was coming back in here for. How many bags are in there?
4.
One
Right.
for each of us.
Yeah, I'll take mine if you want to carry the ones for the other ones.
Sure.
Okay, the first one has 30 gold pieces. The second one has 90. The third one has 70. And the fourth one has 84.
Shouldn't there be one more bag?
That was 4.
No, that's 4.
That's one.
90,
That was
30,
four.
70,
Oh.
and 84.
So I got. Well, you took the first bag, right?
Well, okay, since you opened it and you picked up the first one, you can get 90, I'll take 84.
Okay.
I'll let the other two fight. Or we can be socialists and split it up. Give them an even share.
I really don't care. Ruby doesn't care.
Eldon and
I'm taking my
Rafa.
84, that's for sure.
Ruby just took a bag and honestly didn't even open it and just put it just
Pocketed.
pocketed it.
Okay. Eldon and Rafa, you guys are still in the training room with the fighter. He seems to be calming down a little bit. Has lowered his sword at this time, but he hasn't sheathed it yet.
That
That was a heavy sword.
Yeah, dude. Fucking
Yeah.
be careful.
It's that fucking Drake coming through the ceiling.
So, Sergeant of Arms, do you have a name?
Well, it's not sergeant. It's
Whatever.
master.
Master.
At arms, but that's right. Call me master.
Not my master, but
My name
Anyways.
is Rafa.
I look at Rafu.
I like that name.
I look at Rafu and I give him a nod.
My name is Dino. Yeah, it's Dino.
Dino or
you
Dano?
Dino.
Dino.
You got a problem with that?
Dina
I have no problem, dog.
Ooh.
trying that little bit of alpha dog over there.
I'm just saying it's a
Mr.
dog's
Paladin.
name. That's all I'm saying.
No, it's a dinosaur that's portrayed as a dog in the Flintstones name. It was
That's
Dino.
I mean,
Dino the dinosaur.
all I know is you said dog.
Well, thank you for your help, but I must be going to find the headmaster. He starts to leave, starts making his way towards the
We're
exit. He like
we're looking for him too.
kind of staggers a little, like whoa, like really lightheaded. You just see that, even though he's pulled that piece of obsidian out, his blood is still pumping pretty bad.
Why don't you pump the brakes a little bit?
Dino.
We could probably help each other here.
Dino.
Yeah. Dino.
Dino.
Heel boy, heel.
Dino, sit.
Don't make me change this fucker's name on the fly.
No, that's too late.
Dino, have a seat. Have a seat.
We're gonna listen to the pod and it's gonna be like his name is Steve.
Dino, here, boy.
So Dino takes a moment and he kind of leans against the wall a little. You can tell that the pallor in his face is growing ashen white at this point. He's just
Yeah.
I wanted to give him some cloth to kind of clean up his area.
Why are you gonna say it like that?
Well, his wound, clean it up.
Oh my god.
There's a difference between wound and his area.
wipe,
Especially with the long pause.
wipe from front to rear, of course, please.
Yeah. The positive help. Dino,
Dino, here's a rag.
I think our paths are aligned here, and we could use your help.
Of course.
And if you'd be willing to help us, you're better to us standing up, and I can help you out a little bit. And then I put my hand on his shoulder, and I'll use the Asimar ability, Healing Hands, which heals equal to my level, so he gets 4 hit points.
Trying to outdo my rag? What's wrong with you?
You see the color return to his face, and the bleeding stops. And he looks at you and says, "Thank you very much. Now, your quest is my quest, and let us quest on."
Fuck yeah, Dino.
Real deep, Dino.
I can see why you're the master here.
And the ladies' master here. Anyway, so
Should give him a good pat on the head.
as he
Dino's
leaves,
a good boy.
he doesn't even wait to say anything with you. He just immediately leaves the room, and he starts heading out the hallway.
Okay.
He goes south and then
I'll
sorry,
follow.
he goes east and then south, and then right at the same time that he starts
Coming
heading
with Rapu.
towards the south, you see that there's a door open, and you could hear Ruby and Vratislav in that room conversing.
You guys finished up in there? We need to get going.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of guys chained up. Sir, did you know about these guys in here?
Those were the men I was training at the time. They were good men. For some reason, these lizard people, they were after the strong men. they were keeping them alive for some reason, just slaughtering the rest of the bookworms.
Oh, that's awful. I'm really sorry to hear about that, but
Where
let
are
them
my
go.
men? Where did they go?
I freed them and they ran off.
Oh, good thing they came back for me.
Maybe they're still learning.
Their tuition has just gone up.
They're not loyal like Dino.
I place my hand on Dino's shoulder. It's okay, Dino.
You scratch around the ear.
I scratch behind his ear.
Give a Brontosaurus burger. Okay.
Get the leg going.
Again, you hear this hissing. Get the door up. Don't tell me what to do, dog. I got the door. Give me room. You hear this emanating from upstairs. It sounds as though whatever's going on has reached crescendo somewhere in the upper floors.
Is that where we should be heading, Dino? You know better than us, probably.
I don't know where we got separated at, but if I could surmise, I imagine that's somewhere they bolted themselves into one of the bedrooms upstairs.
Oh la la. Should we disturb them?
Only if you want to see them alive.
Well,
Some weird stuff.
there's
I'm
no way
ready
to be alive.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course we have to go save them. Let's go.
Of course.
Lead the
I
way,
guess.
Dino.
So he immediately starts. He goes into the main foyer and
Push
just
out like a
taking
rag
the
with six
stairs two at a time. He starts running up the stairs.
Whoa, Dino, slow down. You don't want to open up any old wounds.
Tear your stitches.
Yeah. I just closed that shit up.
Okay, so as he leads the way up the stairs, he comes up to this landing. Go ahead and put the minis right here.
Yep.
I'll be right behind him.
I'm going to be following pretty closely.
And you see that there are just dead bodies all through the whole hallways upstairs. For a moment, there's silence, and you can't tell which direction to go, whether it's towards the west or to enter the main hallway towards the east. I don't know which way to go.
You know the floor plan better than us. Does anything seem more defensible? Some place where you could hold yourself up better and...
Well, the headmaster's bedroom is in the northwest.
That's got to be it.
That's
Let's
the
head
best place to
there
try.
first. Yeah.
We could be wrong, but
There's also more dead bodies that way.
excellent sign. Everything's looking rosy.
Very well. Do you want me to join you, or should I check down this way?
I don't think you're healed enough to be going on your own. We should stick together.
Very well. Not to sound like a candy ass, but I think I should be bringing up the rear a little here. You know, you could tell he's totally winded at this point.
Okay.
So he kind of steps off and gestures.
All right. I will lead the charge.
Okay.
Okay.
But when we get far enough, I'm going to whisper back to Vratislav to keep an eye on him. Because it just seems odd that he's in the back. I mean, he has good reason, but it's still...
Okay.
We just met this guy.
Okay, what is your marching order up the...
I'm going to be first, and I think Vratislav's behind me.
Rafu, where are you going, babe?
I'm following along.
The
Down
back or the front?
And that's fine.
Okay.
Put me there.
Okay, and he's following you as well. So go ahead and move where you want to move.
I'm just going to keep doing this until you tell me to stop.
Okay, well, right there you made it around the corner. And you can stop there.
Ah!
Oh, my.
And you see around the corner 2 serpent beasts straddling on either side of this.
He's got into really weird stuff since we stopped hanging out with him.
I got to do more things to keep myself occupied.
Strange.
So you see this 2 serpent beasts on either side of this minotaur, skin decaying off of its body. You see its eyes. It's got this undead glare, and you see atop of its head these 2 large silver horns. One of them still seems to be emanating a type of glow. No. Get the door open. Show you how to do it, dogs. And he's wielding this large great axe, and he's just cranking this thing into the door, just trying to get this thing busted. You see that there's a blue aura about the door, and every time the door flexes inwards, it just kind of like moves its way back to where it was once at.
Okay. I'll put up a hand. And then, again, whispering to Vratislav, Baalz is dead. But he's banging on a door right now, decaying. And I presume angry as hell.
Yeah, if that was him shouting, thought that voice sounded familiar.
Yeah, I couldn't place it at first, to be honest.
Get the door open, you stupid minion.
Don't tell me what to do. I'll use you as a fucking door jam.
Can anyone make a snake voice? Wait a minute.
What are you doing, Eldon?
Do you think... All right, I'm going to talk to the rest of the party. Do any of you think you can get a way to sort of upset Baalz at these blizzards? Because looks like he's at the end of his rope already.
Or we can just try to lure the snake people out one at a time and...
We can do that. I was hoping we can get Baalz to do our dirty work for us, but...
We don't know if they turned him completely.
Exactly. Well, he doesn't seem happy with it.
Yeah.
We don't know where his loyalty lies, though, either.
Where are you at right now, Eldon? Are you back with a group?
Right here.
Okay. Can you see down the hallway?
If I peek my head through, I guess I could. But right now, I cannot.
Okay.
I would like to go and join Odin.
I think we.
I think we're...
I think we're all up there.
We all move together.
You take the
We
dead
leave
body
the-
with you too?
No, Rafa leaves the dead body.
I'm going to throw this guy at him. Throw his corpse at his fucking ass.
I checked to see if Dino is still in tow.
He's still behind you. He's just a few steps further behind.
Does
you
it-
see he's kind of
Is
like...
he like falling behind?
He's
or-
like leaning against the wall, doing everything he can to keep up with you. He's definitely
Okay.
much slower.
As we turn around and notice that, I would like to walk back and actually
Eldritch
use
Eldritch Blast.
no, use healing light.
Oh, man. Here we go.
Give him 10 points.
10 points.
Dude, he's so healed now.
Popped up like a spring chicken.
Yeah, you see him, just a sense of strength return to his body, and he looks down at you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, just let me know if you need a little bit more of a boost.
Indeed. Clear the path. I'm moving forward.
Oh, God.
Damn
Oh
it.
God,
Dino!
Dino.
Dino,
No.
GTL.
Why do we
Dino.
wait?
That's what he sounds like.
Why do we wait? The masters are needing our help. Let's go.
What is that noise?
Perfect.
Way to go, Dino.
Exactly.
I just draw my sword at this
Shut
point.
up, dog. Pay attention to what we're doing. The rest of your lucky brethren are down there. I'll throw you off this fucking banister myself. Salami.
It is him.
Did that thing just say salami?
It's got to be Baalz.
It's Baalz.
As you look down the... go and make a perception check down the hallway, Eldon.
God damn it.
Why don't you use a fucking real die? Holy shit, you've been rolling for shit with that thing. Look at that.
Oh,
Just give it the fuck up.
10.
I'd have grandfather you in with that shit for this point. You still see that they haven't left their posts, but that one serpent beast that's closest to you is kind of like looking around from left to right, wondering what, that it shouldn't be taking this long, that it should definitely, they should either be through the door or where are their reinforcements at this point.
They said they would take care of that useless fighter. They should have been done with that by now.
All right. Does anyone
rush.
want to try and lead him this way?
His name is Dino!
Oh, boy. Yep. No, that will do it. Please tell me you said that.
Yeah, I want to say that as we're pushing forward. His
Yeah.
name is Dino!
Oh, boy.
You got this one, buddy.
Yeah,
All right.
Nailed it. That's classic diplomacy from Rafu.
Okay, so are you going around that corner then?
I'm going to go around the corner
All right.
and enter a rage.
All right.
Yes.
Do you want to maintain the same initiative order, or do you want to re-roll your initiative order?
It doesn't matter to me. I mean,
I'm cool
we
with
have a
it.
surprise.
I like
They don't
where
know
I'm
that
at.
where we're at right now, right? They don't
Well,
know we're
they
there.
will once a barbarian
Yeah.
runs up on him.
I mean,
once you
especially
turn
when
that corner,
his name.
there's going to be no surprise at that point.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
what
you're
else,
the only
We're
one.
good. I'm
Yeah.
good.
What
Okay.
else do we have?
Okay.
Charge.
You're good? All
His
right.
name's Dino!
Well, you're first in the initiative order. So,
And that is a 24.
okay, and who are you hitting?
I'm hitting the first lizard.
Okay. Which
First-
damage?
That is 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. So go ahead and come around the corner there.
Be coming
Hold on a second. I'll put some people
And as a
in.
free action, I would like to say hi to Baalz.
Oh, and that kind.
Hey, Balls.
Hey, Baalz.
Dog. Look as hairy as before.
You're looking kind of thin. You on a new diet?
You got a chunk of balls there.
2019.
At that point, all three of them look in your direction, and Baalz sees you, and you notice that there's like a wound in his side, but it's like an older wound, but it's already dry and dead. He raises his axe towards you, and you see him run down the hallway towards you in attempt to gore you.
Say
20?
Not friendly.
That's going to hit.
That's going to hit.
Oh boy.
For 8 points of damage.
Does the snake friend get in the way? Because he's...
There's always room for balls.
There's always room for balls. He just tucked those balls right in there.
How much damage? Sorry.
8 points. Rafu just went. Vratislav.
Okay, I will come around the corner and attack Baalz, as well as hunters. Mark him. 24 to hit.
That will hit.
Wow, that was whopping 5 points of damage.
That was unfortunate.
At least I hit.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
But now I'm probably gonna
Wait,
get
where are
gored.
you?
Oh, I'm on the ground over here, but I'm standing next to you.
Oh, you're standing next to me? I'm in a rage. You roll with advantage.
Oh, well, next time.
You want to try rolling for that 20?
Yeah, I'll
Go
see if
for
I
it,
get
man.
it.
Yeah, man. Don't look.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Always try. Always be efficient.
So the Serpent Beast has two adversaries in front of him. 1, 2, 3 for Vratislav. He attacks you with his obsidian sword.
Who was that, Baalz?
Oh, no, that's the Serpent Beast.
Ooh,
And
fuck.
that is a 20.
No, it's not.
Oh, all right.
There we go.
All right.
Cash him in.
So I just re-roll
There's one.
that for just a straight up, and he misses.
Yes. Well used, doubloon.
Well used. The other Serpent Beast tries to get close, but he can't, so he just moves forward and starts banging on the door, what Baalz was doing, still trying to get into that room. Eldon.
Okay, I'm going to come around the corner. There's not enough room for me to get into the fray, so I am going to cast Bless, targeting myself, Vratislav, and Rafu.
Describe Bless.
So Bless will give all of us 1d4 on saving throws and attack rolls.
Very good. Ruby.
Ruby comes up to the hallway, sees the traffic jam, the pile up. So she raises her hand, ready to shoot off an Eldritch Blast, realizing she can't get a clear shot, just trying to concentrate, and ends up casting a spell, Shatter, behind behind Bot 2. So it's a
Batu.
Batu.
Not
Oh,
Bot,
no.
sorry.
Oh, man.
Batu, he's back.
These feelings.
Balls. Too many B's.
So you're aiming for the taint.
So right behind, right behind Baalz.
What the
'cause
fuck was
it's
that?
10-foot radius spear,
Okay.
so it should hit just.
Those three, correct?
Yeah, I wanted to hit just the 3.
Okay, do they get a saving throw or no?
So it's a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, good.
I love Shatter.
Yeah,
What a
remember
spell.
Shatter.
So good.
All right, so let's figure out what they're going to...
It's the young man's fireball.
You said Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Okay, so this is for the Serpent Beasts. 11.
Fail.
And Baalz, 21.
Oh, it passes.
There we go.
Damn it, Bo.
So is that for both the snakes? Was the one?
Let me do the other one.
Yeah.
We'll do the other one separate. Okay, he had failed too. So both the Serpent Beasts failed.
Okay, so then they'll take max damage and Baalz takes half, so that will be 11. 11 plus 5 is
16.
Thank you.
So they each take 16. But does Baalz take the half?
Half.
Of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if a creature is holding any materials of stone, crystal, or metal, they have disadvantage on their saving throw, I guess. Sorry, I just read that.
Yeah.
So they would have disadvantage if they had
Uh-oh.
their weapons then?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
says a
basically.
Baalz
creature
has disadvantage.
makes
Okay,
an inorganic
so-
material made out of stone, crystal, or metal has a disadvantage on
Oh.
saving throw.
Well, they already failed, so let's see if
Yeah.
Baalz failed. No. he's
No.
Oh, man.
Still good,
Ball's
yeah.
rocking strong.
Sorry,
fuck yeah.
I just read that.
No, that's cool. I like
I
that. That's
forgot
all
about
right.
that.
Dude, I didn't
That's
even know
basically
that.
just a lightning attack.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Rafu, top of the chart. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? The fighter gets to go. So the fighter moves forward a little bit and sees that there's nothing going on that he can really do. So he takes a dagger out of his belt and he attempts to throw it into the fray. and he's going to try to aim for the serpent beast right in front of Rafu.
I did something stupid on top of that.
What did you do?
It's supposed to be 3d8s.
What'd you do?
3d6. Should we just
Roll.
leave it? I mean, that was a pretty high roll.
No, just
Just do 1d8.
You can
Yeah,
also
just
just
do
add
it.
3 damage.
For the...
yeah. We'll just do that. We'll
yeah,
just add 3 more damage.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
That's
Sorry,
on average how much better you'd do.
I don't know why I saw d6, but
It's okay. I roll wrong dice all the time.
I literally read 1d6 and then I continued to read and it says, oh, when it increases by 1d8. And I'm like, what? And then I read back up, oh yeah, that's what it says.
So let him attack that serpent beast, and it hits for 8 points of damage.
Damn.
You notice that as this blade leaves his hand, it's one of those blue daggers. And it sails across, and it strikes the serpent beast in the skull, and actually pins it slightly to the wall, and you see him go limp right in the hallway.
And knocks Baalz over.
Rafu.
Rafu, a little disturbed on what just happened in front of his own eyes.
Eyes? It's never too soon.
Oh no, that was a good one.
No, it was.
Well, that's what
Gonna
you could've
attack
done.
Baalz recklessly.
You could have pretended to be One-Eyed Jack.
That's not good.
No, he's actually got a leather thong around his eye now.
Thong, no.
Not
Thong.
thong,
Oh.
thong. You know, whatever. Got something more. Okay, so you missed?
I missed.
Alrighty.
Horribly.
We have a low intelligence.
So Baalz has 2 targets in front of him. 1, 2, 3 for Rafu. And will attack Rafu with his great axe. Oh, and he feebly misses.
He has
It's almost
advantage.
as though there's... Oh, he does. Thank you.
Sorry,
Let's use a
Rafu.
different die. Something that's pay dirt. There we go. 20 to hit
Why you
20 will
ask?
hit.
Fucking level
Dick.
4.
for 12 points of damage.
You just have to say no, and then he has to think like, what kind of ACs did I give these fuckers?
That's slashing, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Why
So I'll
you
take
want me to
half.
say that?
Okay. It was loving damage. Vratislav.
Okay,
Thought we were friends, Baalz.
I'm going to attack Baalz as well. Wow.
That's a lot of dice.
2 3s. That's a miss.
That will be a miss.
Yeah, I just thought of something. Too bad somebody had a salami. Could just toss it down
Right.
the hallway.
So
Watch
the
him go
other
after it.
serpent beast sees that his friend from the nest has expired and moves forward to take his place and will attack Rafu with his obsidian blade.
It was a dark and stormy night.
That's right, it was.
I don't know if the listeners can hear this rain.
18
I mean, it's
18 will
picking
hit.
up over here.
I can't tell if it's coming
for
in.
4 points
It's picking
of
up.
damage. Let's see if the blade breaks off. The blade breaks off.
Blade breaks off.
It does. For another 3 points.
Is all slashing.
That's piercing.
Piercing.
I think it still affects you the same way, though. Right?
As in
Piercing's-
half, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
so
Piercing
does
and
half.
slashing, yeah.
Yeah.
Eldon.
I'm still congested and blocked up over there.
Sounds like a start off of a commercial.
Get some Mucinex.
Yeah, we need
Still
some.
congested.
Is
We
it a
really
Dayquil
need some
commercial?
cleanup of Kleenex in this bitch. Thank you, Kleenex, for sponsoring
Come
the show.
wipe his
I
balls.
was gonna say, Kleenex is a brand, not a thing. It's a tissue. Tissue.
Dude, Kleenex, they've won the marketing war. Okay.
Not if you're on a budget.
Anyway, I'm gonna take out a regular dagger and I'm gonna throw it at the snake in front of Rafu.
Okay.
God damn it! I had to find a D4. I normally don't use these. I will miss.
So what happened down there? You know,
Dagger went wide.
Okay.
I missed.
Striking off the wall, bouncing down to the furthest corner of the hallway. Ruby.
Shaka.
Shaka.
Uh,
What's up, mother?
Still seeing it clogged up. She's just gonna. Not much she can do. Shoot an Eldritch Blast. Let's just. You know what?
You got
Let's
2
do it.
targets. Who are you going for?
I'm gonna go
Rafu.
for Baalz because he's higher, and I feel like I'm not gonna get in anybody's or hit anybody by accident that
Okay.
way. We're just hoping.
You notice that one guy was just totally
Hold
right.
on. I want to put one in for her.
All right. Playing the gold doubloon.
Wait, when in like you're giving it to me or like?
Yeah, so you could use it right now.
I would like to open up a spell slot, please.
All right.
And
So-
I cast Shatter again.
Okay, so what is the what's the DC again? 13?
13.
With disadvantage on both of them, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this is for the first. Oh, wait a second. Does that one snake still have his? He doesn't.
He has the dead one's got a dagger in his. Oh no,
No, the other one doesn't have it, so he doesn't get
obsidian
disadvantage.
it's
count?
broken.
Yeah,
Isn't
it's shattered.
Obsidian's like
It's
natural,
shattered.
isn't it?
Yeah, but he doesn't have it. It broke in his side,
Yeah.
so he doesn't have it anymore.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so he failed anyways. And this is for Baalz. With disadvantage, he will have failed as well.
Woo!
Yeah.
So that will be 6 numbers.
17.
It'll be 17. No, plus 5, so 21.
Yeah,
22.
22.
shaking balls.
22?
22.
What a shame.
That shot.
So I mean,
you-
he drops his axe again. Though,
So
right?
you cast this spell down the hallway with the assistance of the gold doubloon Junior gave you, and the whole floor begins to rumble and shake as this spell emanates from every aspect of this orb in space, and you see the scales explode off this lizard's body just as he shatters right, just standing there, just like. I mean, even
Fuck
his,
yes.
even his blood atomizes in the air. It's just a fine black mist. Baalz takes this, and you see that some of the decaying flesh that was on his body flakes off, but you can see that he is still in the game and running. Rothu.
you hit him with shatter, right?
Yeah.
So he dropped his axe, right?
No.
Balls
No, he
did?
doesn't drop
No,
the
he
axe.
doesn't? Oh, okay.
He just gets
He
advantage
just
on
gets
the save.
advantage.
Disadvantage on the save.
I thought he dropped it. I thought that would
Sorry.
have been cool. No, it's fine. Attacking recklessly again. That's 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Yeah, take it. For 7 points of damage.
That's
not
still
bad.
good,
That's
man.
still decent.
yeah.
Hey, I did 1 point damage earlier.
Dude, I mean,
Damage,
Damage.
is
is
damage.
damage.
when Rafu hits, it's always decent. The worst he can do is 6.
He was ported over directly from when you guys originally knew him, so he's not like fucking Super Scion or some shit like that. So.
So he could have murdered us before, is what he's basically telling us.
Right.
Probably.
But he does not appreciate you attacking him, and he's going to attack you. So he pulls anchors back on this great axe. I actually think I missed his turn last time, didn't I? I think I did.
I don't know.
That will miss, though.
I thought he did, but...
Did he attack? I don't remember, honestly.
The last thing I remember was him goring, but maybe I've been a trance.
I think
or
he
something.
missed, but I can't remember.
Vratislav.
Okay, well, it is now my turn to attack Baalz. So that's going to be 20 to hit.
That will hit. You get advantage, too. So
Yeah,
wanna
you
try to
roll
Yeah, I already
advantage.
rolled that.
Okay.
Oh, that's going to be more than that. Whatever. It hits. So that is 9, 12. And the plus 4 is just to the attack roll, right?
Yeah, it's not damage.
Okay. Yeah, so 12 damage.
Baalz is still standing. The serpent beast no longer is. Eldon.
All right, seeing a vacancy open up, I'm going to move next to Baalz, and I'm going to swing at him with my longsword. And let's see if I can fucking hit something. That's a 19
That's
on the
gotta
die.
hit something.
19 will hit.
And then I will roll for damage. That is 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Exactly what he had left.
Oh,
So you, who have traveled across the ocean to the island of the damned with the first mate of the fire anvil, made friends with this beast and realized that he was not just half bull, but actually half man.
With the hardest salami.
fuck yes.
With a heart of salami
The
and a
passion.
side of balls. You watch him as he goes to his knees, and just for a split second, his eyes almost recognize the group of you. And you see them roll over like doll's eyes. And he just falls to the floor, his axe leaving his dead hands. Ting, ting, ting.
Oh.
Four balls.
From
It's not the
behind
balls we
you,
know.
Dino runs through the group of people, and he puts his hand against the door, and he murmurs something, and you see the blue field dissipate. And he opens the door,
Masters, I'm here.
and you see him go inside.
I'm going to
Show
go
off,
in.
Dino.
I have defeated the beast for you.
Dino, you lying son of a bitch.
Do I have to stab him?
Do I have the last
Bad dog.
person that stole our valor?
Spray him with some water.
Yeah, dude.
Bad Dino.
Do I got some fucking water I can spray on him?
Do you have holy water?
I have holy water.
Oh, dude, I have holy water. Sprinkle some fucking holy water.
Bad aggression. Bad aggression.
I also have a water skin. Bad.
So you see before you, who all went in the room?
I went in there.
I did.
I think everybody.
I'm actually going to tell Ruby to not come in.
Okay. Why?
These people want the Soul Crucible.
I guess you're right.
Just be ready to make a swift exit.
I'm gonna just.
So
I'm gonna
you-
say a little prayer for Baalz.
I'll hang out with Ruby in the back.
Yeah. I hand you some incense.
Thanks. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So put everybody where they're going to be. You're outside the door, right?
Yeah, I'm hanging out.
Okay. Keep Baalz in the hallway.
Oh.
Balls
so,
out.
So you see Dino rush into the room, and he looks from left to right. He notices in the furthest corner that Klebold is prepared for battle. And behind him appears to be a prone figure, bleeding profusely. And he looks and he says,
Dino.
sorry, I don't know if I get this voice right. This fucking shit.
Dino. You've made it, old friend, old ally.
Yes, boss.
Very good of you, very astute. Please come help me with Master Bannen. I fear that his life forces. I see you have allies with you. You made it back, I see.
Yes, we made it
Yep.
back.
In the Soul Crucible. Have you made it back with the essence that we need? I'm afraid we need it now more, not just to save young Tobin, but Master Bannen as well.
Well, the most I can say is we barely made it back with our lives.
As you could see, we barely made it through the evening with our lives as well.
Do you mind if I take a look at Master Bannen?
Please, if there's anything you think you can do for him.
All right. Can I inspect him in some way, medicine or whatever, to see what kind of medicine, religion, whatever it seems like?
He has 2 large gashes in either side of his abdomen, and you recognize that in black glass in each one of them.
So this doesn't look like what was afflicting Tobin. I mean, clearly he's hurt, but he doesn't look like he also is afflicted by whatever was afflicting Tobin.
No. This was a grievous injury sustained by those serpent beasts outside.
Okay. Let me try what I can. And then I am going to try and take out the daggers while using lay on hands to give him 10 hit points.
Okay. You see he stabilizes, but he's still in very bad shape at this point. I mean, the pallor in his face is just ashen white. He's on death's threshold, and his eyes flutter slightly.
My son, please, you must save my Tobin. Please, is my legacy. You must save him. You must save the young boy.
He's looking around.
Where are the rest of you? Have you all expired except for you?
He looks behind you, and he's...
Where's the half-orc? Where's the halfling? I don't see the rest. Please tell me that they made it.
Most of us were able to make it. The half-orc and the halfling are out in the hallway right now.
Hit the elf.
The elf did not make it.
She was my favorite.
Overcompensation.
I mean, you can leave that if you want.
I mean, you can. That's something you could leave for sure.
Maybe come back.
So from out in the hallway, you, Ruby, and Rafu, you hear this exchange going on.
Wait, can we pause for a second? I'd like to note that we have been more accurate with Rally's gender now that she's got. We can leave this part in, right?
Sure. We'll leave it all in.
I don't think we should, but
So Rafu, out in the hallway, you're out there with Ruby, and you see at your feet Baalz. He's done. You see that his grip on his weapon that he obviously had made an effort to hang on to as long as his life was still in his hands, released from his
This is your
grip.
conscience. Take it.
Oh, I'm going to take it.
Oh, you want to take those balls, aren't you?
No.
Take-
The other thing.
Oh.
we're
Take the
what's
weapon.
attached to
Take the
balls.
weapon.
So as you reach down and you grab this axe, it feels much lighter than the two-handed axe you've been using.
A little squishy.
Yeah, it's definitely got girth to it, but it's
Goddamn.
lighter. What?
The smooth finish handle?
You can't
or
talk about. You can't use the word girth,
can I wrap my hands around it?
especially with a character's name is Baalz.
You can.
With one hand.
No.
two-handed axe.
Baalz's axe is two-handed.
It's a
for
two-hand
sure.
axe.
It is a two-handed axe, a two-handed plus one axe.
Oh.
So 3 hands?
No.
It's too many hands.
It requires 1.5 people to use.
And at some point, I would expect you to name this axe.
Oh, I'll give her a name.
Left eye?
Left.
Left Eye Lopez? Because she's crazy and she'll
No,
cut a
'cause you're
bitch?
missing a left eye.
So back in the bedroom,
I think that's what we should call it.
you see
Back to the bedroom. This podcast is kind of too sultry.
Eyes hurt.
it's moving away from us. We're getting lost here.
No. This is
getting
exactly where we want to be.
We're getting late and we're getting delirious.
So you see Klebold before you, and Banen's life is fully ebbing away from him.
What are we going to do? Where is the soul crucible? We need it immediately. We need to save Banen. We need to save young Tobin.
You're
As
in the hallway.
I know, but as they're talking and I'm thinking about Soul Crucible and them wanting it, I would like to. I turn to Rafu and I say, I'm gonna go down the hall for a second, and I walk away from the party and down the hall and try to get to a quiet space.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay, so as you leave the hallway, you're going down. You want to keep going all the way down to the
No, I
end
wanna
down
get-
here, or you
I
want to
get
come back
out of
this
their
way?
sight and out of like.
Okay. So as you're moving through the hallway, you're passing all these dead bodies on the ground. You know that at some point they're going to want you to make an appearance in the room because you have the Soul Crucible.
Well,
What are your thoughts on that right now?
Well, that's the thing. I'm thinking about what Batu said. I'm thinking about everything and how I'm supposed to even save my race. I mean, Batu has this plan. I don't think he's going to let this Soul Crucible go that easily.
Where are you on the map?
I'd like to be around the corner. over
Around
there.
here?
Yeah, from back where we basically came back
Okay.
up. As I'm holding it and thinking about it, I
You're like
in my
holding
mind's
it?
yeah, I'm like holding it with both hands, and with my mind's eye, I call out to Batu.
There's a stillness in the air, and all the little fires that are burning these books, they start to wink out one by one, just poof, 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 poof. And you see Batu slowly make his way up the staircase, and he looks at you.
Just for how scary looking he is.
Yes, my little one. You have summoned me.
I look down the Soul Crucible, I look back up at him, and I say, if I make this deal with you, is there any way of saving my race?
We will ensure that your race is forever living, and you will be its queen.
I think I'm ready.
Hand me the Soul Crucible.
Reluctantly, still thinking about it, I hand it over.
He takes it. He looks into its eyes and he murmurs a language that is so ancient that no mortal ears have ever heard this before. And you see this soul ebb out. and go straight into you. And you feel this overwhelming power, it's almost as though your little body can barely contain it, as though, think of like a carbonated drink that's just totally shook up, ready to pop its top, and your eyes begin to glow, and you just go and make a con save.
Oh, God.
To prevent yourself from exploding? Oh, no.
Last thing you see is Batu shrink back down to a lynx and sit down beside you as you pass out on the floor. And that is where we'll end this session.
Yay!
What'd I do?
Sold your soul to the devil. Or a kitty.
Okay.
Where are the rest? The half-orc, the halfling, the useless elf.
Fortunately, the elf.
Cut that shit. Yeah, you really need to.
All right, we're going to go back over there.